Hey guys, it's Mystery Wheel Gunner back here with you again, and we've got another revolver to look at, this time from Ruger. This is the Ruger GP100. Comes in a pretty nice plastic gray case here. It's got the Ruger name, Ruger logo. For those of you wondering, does that look like an S in there with the R? Yes, it is an S in there. That's because the full name of the company is Sturm Ruger and Company, named after its founders, Alex Sturm and William Ruger. Anyways, let's open it up. Pretty nice case. It's got a slightly form-fitting nature to it. It's not super snug, and it'll move around a little bit, but kind of neat that they would make a case that kind of forms around the gun a little bit here. But all right, enough of the case. Let's get to the feature presentation, the feature attraction. Let's do the safety check first. We are empty. Okay, since we're doing the safety check, hang on, let me get this out of the way. Might as well talk about the cylinder release and the lockup while we're fiddling around with this part of the gun. On the Smith & Wessons, you push forward to release. On the Colts, you pull backwards. On the GP100, Ruger decides they're going to split the difference. You push in. That's right, you push in towards the frame to release the cylinder. It's pretty intuitive, actually. I mean, yeah, I'm a Smith & Wesson guy. I'm not trying to make I'm not trying to bring Smith & Wesson into the spotlight here, but just saying that, you know, the Smith & Wesson is intuitive with the push forward, but so is the GP100. That still feels very natural. It's still pretty fast. But okay, again, while we're talking about the cylinder and the lockup here, Ruger has a 3-point lockup system, which locks in the back here. See this little pin? This pin fits into, don't worry, we safety checked it. So I know the muzzle is pointing in a scary direction here. Hopefully it'll focus. See that little recess there? So this little pin locks back in there, like most revolvers do. It also has the bolt here, which indexes and locks the cylinder, like on most revolvers. And then Ruger has this extra latch right there. See that? Yep. That's an extra locking point, which locks right there to that recess. And well, hopefully you can see this. Okay. As you push in on this button on the cylinder release, it'll push on this pin here, and that is what actuates that front latch. See that? So that's how that works. So there's a whole mechanism in here. Okay, that's why you can't spin the cylinder just by spinning the front of the ejector rod here. Okay, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on here. Okay, to make that mechanism work. But anyway, that is the famed Ruger triple locking system. Locks it in the back, locks it here at the cylinder, and locks it here right at the crane. Many people agree that locking it right here at the crane is more secure than locking it, say, at the tip of the extractor rod. The GP100s have been produced since 1985, and they're currently available in a bunch of different calibers. The one I have here is in 357 Magnum and is a 6-shot. Ruger has a 7-shot version of this as well, but this one is the 6er. This one has a 6-inch barrel, full underlug. The front sight is ramped and is a blacked out sight. Rear sight is fully click adjustable for windage and elevation. The grips have changed over the years. If you see pictures of older GP100s, they have a kind of like a rubber grip with a wood insert. Not sure who makes those, but on this one, and remember, grips change all the time, so if you buy a GP100, a new GP100, and it comes with different grips, well, that's just the way it is. Grips change. But the grips on this are made by Hogue, and since it is a Hogue OEM grip, it has the Ruger logo on it. Okay, let's take a look at some of the Ruger's design features. I've already pre-loosened the screw here to save time, so I can show you the grip. Look at that. Yep, unlike other revolvers that have a full grip area, it just has a tang style, or they call it a stud style. Ruger's explanation is that this allows for a variety, or allows for a wider variety of different grip styles. Is that necessarily true? Well, I'm not a grip designer, so maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It may just be a cost-cutting measure, but you know what? To be honest, I don't really feel the difference. You know, as long as the grip is made well and fits in there well, you know, this grip style feels just as good as any, or feels just as solid as any other grip style. Now, if you notice, the GP100 has no side panels. Yep. This revolver has gained a reputation for being one of the tougher, if not possibly the toughest, .357 Magnum revolver out there. And many people say that the fact that it has no side panels contributes greatly to that Ruger toughness. Okay, time to demonstrate my favorite feature of the GP100, the quick change front sight. Let's do another safety check real quick, because we got to put our hands near the muzzle. Okay, you can see right there, that little recess has a plunger. All you got to do is depress the plunger, and the front sight will slip right on out. So it's easier if you don't have to mind the camera. There we go. And with the front side off, you can easily see the mechanism in there. It's just that little plunger. Okay, and all you do is push it back to release the tension on the front sight, and also to make room when you're slipping in the new front sight. So just do the process in reverse. Take your new front sight here. Oh. Make sure it's aligned correctly. Set it in there. Push the plunger back just a little bit, and just like that. It's a lot easier putting a new one in. And there you have it. Quick change front sight. Time now for another episode of... No. We're not doing any of the trigger snobbery on the GP100. Why not? Am I showing favoritism here? No. This is not billed as a high-end, you know, ready to run out of the box, highfalutin shooting competition gun. So it would be unfair to do that critical analysis of the trigger dynamics. I also didn't do trigger snobbery on the 686. Because that also was not built as a, you know, high-end, ready-to-run competition gun. So anyway, suffice to say, let's do the safety check again. Suffice to say, the trigger is smooth enough. All right, it's not gritty and it doesn't hitch up. And the single action is what you would expect. Very short pull, and also very light. All in all, this is a pretty impressive revolver from Ruger, especially considering that the GP100 usually comes in at around $100 less than the Smith & Wesson 686. Now, having said that, the $100 less, that's pre-pandemic. Okay, so we're still in the middle of this, you know, as of the publication of this video, we're still in that COVID-19 ammo and gun panic. So prices right now are not normal. They're all over the place, and in some cases just downright crazy. So where you live, if you find that the GP100 here is actually selling for the same price as a 686, or perhaps the separation between the two is only like 20 bucks, yeah, it's possible that that's happening right now. But pre-pandemic, and hopefully when prices start to normalize again, there should be about $100 separation between the GP100s and the 686s, which I think is pretty impressive, considering that the GP100 has that really cool quick change front sight. That is a great design feature right there. So anyway, yeah, good job on the GP100 by Ruger. And this pretty much brings this overview to a close. If you like what you see, like what you hear, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Hey, take care out there during this weird time in America's history. I'll catch you guys next time.